A 14-year-old boy stabbed an armed gunman in self-defense in 2023. The DA ruled it as self-defense and didn't press charges, but then 6 months later changed course and charged the teen with murder, claiming the teen had taken his self-defense too far. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Huge allegations are coming out of local KUTV in Salt Lake City, arguing that prosecutorial misconduct and an inappropriate relationship sent a teenager to jail months after he was originally cleared for self-defense. The station has uncovered mountains of evidence never given to the defense and find what they believe was a cover-up. This was all found under a broader investigation into misconduct at the Salt Lake City's DA office. So here are the facts as we have them. On August 17, 2023, 14-year-old Emiliano is in the backseat of a car with a female friend of the same age. Suddenly, they see a man approaching the car with a gun. The man was 24-year-old Nusami Uwela, who the teen said was angry, demanding, and acting aggressive. According to toxicology reports, Uwela was very high on meth. According to Emiliano, the man pointed his gun at Emiliano's face, cocked it, and threatened him. So the teen had a knife in his pocket, took it out, closed the distance between them, and tried to get the gun away. In the process, Emiliano stabbed Uwela, and Uwela died. There is security footage of the altercation, though a lot of it is obscured by tree branches. Emiliano was arrested that same day, submitted to an interview, and 4 days later, the DA declined to press charges, saying that the incident was clear-cut self-defense. But on February 21st, 2024, the DA charged Emiliano with murder. Before I get into all of the allegations against the DA's office, this video is brought to you by the Attorneys on Retainer program from the Attorneys for Freedom. Now, if you ever find yourself in a self-defense incident, you do not want to have to face it alone. The folks in the Attorneys on Retainer program are actual attorneys who have been defending gun owners since 1997. They are not an insurance program, which means that there's no laws against them covering criminal charges, and a call to their hotline instantly puts you on the phone with a lawyer ready to give you on-the-spot legal advice. Their only requirements are that you reasonably acted in good faith and that the incident happened after purchasing coverage, which means that they'll even cover the quote-unquote questionable and bad shoots, incidents in gun-free zones, unlicensed guns, domestics, accidents, you name it. They cover everything from felonies to misdemeanors, even appeals and bail bonds, things that might not be covered by standard concealed carry insurance if you've been charged with a crime, even if you've spent years paying into it. So switch over from your existing self-defense coverage, head on over to my link down in the description and use code LibertyDoll to get $50 off your individual sign-up. So we have Emiliano's self-defense incident. We have the DA declining to press charges. About 6 months after that, they changed their mind and decide to charge him with murder. Another 7 months after the charges, on September 27th, 2024, Emiliano took a plea deal for manslaughter, a second-degree felony. Juvenile prosecutor Emily Iwasaki with the DA's office told the judge the state just believes that he took it too far in terms of defending himself from this robbery. During the sentencing hearing, Emiliano apologized to Uwela's family. The girlfriend stood up in court and made a statement saying that she forgave Emiliano. She said that she was sorry and that Uwela had a history of robbing people. She went on to say that Emiliano was so young and she believed that he had acted in self-defense. Judge Aaron Flater went on the record and said, "I think everybody recognizes that there's no win here. Emiliano, you're going to be locked away for a long time." He then sentenced Emiliano to prison until the age of 25. At that point, 10 years, quote, "in the best interest of the public and you." Which does not at all sound like it's in Emiliano's best interests. Afterwards, Emiliano said that he was confused about the entire court process and felt lost. The case was closed. But then KUTV began their investigation into the DA's office after Megan Mills, a former senior deputy district attorney and supervisor of the juvenile unit at the Salt Lake County District Attorney's Office, blew the whistle on misconduct at the office. She said that she'd been trying to report her boss for misconduct for some time, and Emiliano's case really just pushed her over the edge. She said that for whatever reason, the detective on the case was very upset that the case was declined, but that then prosecutor Adriana Davis had said that declining it was the right call as the teen was being robbed at gunpoint. But then 6 months later, Davis not only filed the charges, she tried to transfer it to adult court to get Emiliano tried as an adult. According to Mills, Davis even started personally taking part in the investigation, which is not at all standard procedure. In his case alone, 27 pieces of evidence came in on the closed case, totaling 30 pieces of evidence the prosecution held and never presented to the defense. Now you might be asking, well, why this sudden change of heart? Well, according to new court filings, Davis and the lead detective on the case, Detective Lil, were having an affair. Both were married. The court filing included text messages in which Davis, again the DA prosecutor, said that she believed the affair was worth it. The two had had a rough patch after the detective went out on paternity leave, and allegedly Davis hopped on the Emiliano case to appease him. Mills reported the relationship, it was investigated, and Davis was ultimately removed from the case. But the wheels were already set in motion, Davis having already convinced the office to file the homicide charges. A new prosecutor was put on the case, but said that the allegations were Mills' word against Davis's, said, "We'll handle it and trust us to do our job." So Emiliano's case went forward. The inappropriate relationship between the prosecutor, who again filed the charges, and the detective on the case was never disclosed to the defense. The DA's office denied the relationship after the fact, claiming that Davis had developed close friendships with several officers and the office would never allow a case to be compromised due to personal relationships. Unfortunately for them, the court filings have receipts in the form of text messages. So after all of this, Mills then chose to resign, saying that she could no longer believe in the integrity of the office. And that is when she finally went public and blew the whistle. Now, DA Sam Gill, Davis, and Lil have all refused to comment. Davis's attorney said that this investigation and reporting on it would, quote, needlessly hurt Davis. Again, regarding a relationship that the DA's office originally confirmed and then later denied. A spokesperson for the police department said that they are conducting an internal investigation, which I'm sure will go nowhere. Emiliano's attorney has filed motions to dismiss and to disqualify the Salt Lake City County DA office from the case. For saying that nothing was compromised, DA Sam Gill himself has now filed to overturn the plea bargain. The new hearing was happening as I was writing this video on Wednesday morning. As of filming it Wednesday night, there are no new updates. Hopefully, Emiliano will find himself some good news. At the very least, it sounds like there is definitely enough for him to bring his own lawsuit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this video. Please like, share, and subscribe if you are new here. Ring that notification bell and drop a comment down below. I know a lot of times on self-defense videos, I ask you guys whether you think that it was a good shoot or a bad shoot. Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it isn't. This is totally different. It's a case of someone actually bringing a knife to a gunfight and winning. Certainly, if the DA's office originally ruled it as self-defense so quickly, I am inclined to believe that that is in fact the case and it really was that clear cut. But we'll have to see what happens with these hearings. And on that note, thanks for tuning in, stay safe out there, and happy shooting.